Hello everyone, welcome to day 260 of playing chess every day for a year. Let's find the game. Starting as white. We get a Sicilian defense, so I'll play c3 and d4. They take, I can go ahead and take. They just develop. I can probably push. Pushing d5 looks good. I'm forcing the knight to leave. I could push this one. Then they have to leave once again. If I push here, they could come to the center, and that would be annoying. But that's also fine. Yeah, I'll push e5 here. Force them to make a move. They just go to d5. I can come in and play c3 straight away. I think for now I'll just hold on to these pawns. They hold on to the knight. That's okay. The knight's on light squares. I can come in and try to damage the structure around the king. I can come in here, and if the knight takes, I'm holding on to this structure. I can also just develop first, and then bring my knight to try and win a pawn. They slide their bishop up, but that move doesn't really threaten that much. I'll go ahead and attack the pawn now. They take, and so will I. Okay, so they're trying to just force my bishop away all the way. I have this move. But if I go for this move, the knight has the b5 square. I could develop, then I'll walk into a fork. But actually, if I develop and they play this, I can take, because if they take, I take the rook. So I can definitely go for this. This move just stops the knight from making any kind of good move. And so here, this is not a problem. I just take. They can't recapture. But here, if they push and take, they have this move. But then I just leave, so that's fine. I think I have this move. That doesn't work. And now I'm threatening to take the knight. Okay, so here I guess now I can't take anything. If I take the knight, the bishop takes. Then I just slide back. I can't take the pawn because the bishop takes. Now the rook's defended this, so I do have to make a move. I'll take the knight. They do have tempo. I can slide my queen back to protect my structure, which actually seems quite good. They castle, I can do the same. And now I can probably think of trying to get my knight to d6. I wish that d5 would fork the pieces, but it doesn't because the pawn can take. I can play for d5. Actually, playing for d5 is good because let's say we trade and they leave. I can actually trap the bishop in that case, so I'll play c4 d5 here. I also have this move. Although forcing myself into a trade just isn't good. And this move also just loses a piece. I'll play c4 d5. They make an escape square for their bishop. So now c4 d5 if we trade and they leave. I don't trap the bishop can go back. But that makes my knight very strong. And then I can also start thinking about bringing my bishop in. So I'll still go for the same, c4 d5. They actually go ahead and expand. So now takes, the bishop takes. Or takes, the pawn takes. I could lock down the center. And then their bishops are both terrible. That could be good for me. Taking the bishop just activates. I don't like that. I'll actually go ahead and lock down the center here. Now their bishop is really bad and only really has the b5 square, but that doesn't do much. And I can start to slowly move my knight around the board. If the queen ever moves, I have bishop g5. That move just gives up the bishop. If the queen takes, there's no way to really continue. That move doesn't do anything. The thing is, my knight is better for me in an endgame because the center is so closed, but I don't really want to go for that. I probably want to try and target their bishop and force a move from it. But I will take the bishop. The queen takes but doesn't really have any way of coming through. I think next I will try to bring my rook in and try and cause problems on the queen side. They can temper my rook, but I just slide over and I'm targeting this. This is weak now, but they don't have a way to target that. They have a light squared bishop. And I can actually go ahead and just play a4 here. The bishop can't take. I play a4, the bishop has to leave. That's a nice move that they found, anchoring in the bishop, but I can just come through and start an attack really on this square, which was my plan. They'd have to waste material protecting it. It's good for me. A queen trade would not help me. I will come in. They can't attack this. My dark squared bishop can activate. Okay, so they're trying to trade here and trying to trap my bishop, I guess. I don't want to take the trade. Now if I take here, that just blunders. There's nothing there. I should probably take that rook. I don't really have anywhere else to go. I could slide back, but that doesn't really help me. I think trading activates the rook as well, which isn't good. I guess I have to accept the trade. Now my next best move is I have to move the bishop now, of course. a3 opens up a nice square for the bishop. Bishop a3. Bishop a3, if they play this move, I just take, so I'm just stopping the rook from making a move. Bishop a3, if they play this, I can't take actually. I can just slide up though. And then I hit the bishop and the pawn, so the rook comes in, hitting my bishop. I have this move just looking at both. I could actually push. If I push and they take, I push again. They can, well really, if I push and they take, I push again. They don't have a way to stop me promoting. If I push now, they play here. But then I come in here, so that does lose the pawn though, which is the problem. I push and they come here. I push again. I can push here, I'm quite sure. The queen comes back now to hit the pawn, but I do have this square for my bishop. If I push, the queen takes, that doesn't work. I guess I have to come in to protect the pawn now. The rook hits my queen and my pawn. This move protects the pawn. I can't take, unfortunately. Although if I take, the bishop takes. If I push, their queen is in big trouble. I have a feeling that actually sacrificing my queen could work this game if I was able to get my rook to b8. But I think instead I'll just go for this trade. If I go here, they take. I go here. So hold on, I go here. They take. I go here, pinning the queen. We trade. I don't think they're able to stop me promote. If they go here. Yeah, and I think pushing is actually much more forcing because then I'm taking with the pawn and I promote straight away. So if they take, maybe I actually push instead of trade. Yeah, me pushing looks really dangerous for them. Maybe I can even sacrifice my queen, which is a crazy thing to do. Maybe here I counterattack them. Here they have to, or they don't actually have to do anything. If I take the bishop takes, I have this move. So takes, bishop takes, I go here. I take a rook, I'm attacking a piece. Well, they always come back to defend, that doesn't work. I have to find a way through though. To this file. I will just move for now. I really like the idea of queen sacrifice. They can always come back to defend though. That's the big problem. I'll play queen over for now. And pushing really puts a lot of pressure on them. Queen up. They want to get their bishop over to defend. But I'm the one that comes in. Now they're essentially forced into a trade. Even if they come in, I have this. And I'm doing well. Them putting this on a dark square is not a good move for them. That's just a big weakness. This is on a light square, but I'm the one who's threatening to come in now. And the one pawn that I won early in the game is the one that's a single square from promotion. They really want to undermine my structure, but here I can simply take the rook and play here. Or even just simply attack the bishop. If they ever take here, I just take. Now they move the bishop. I'm making two queens. If they take, I can also take like this or with the bishop. I'd actually just take with the pawn. Now if they take, I just take. If they take, I promote. Their king can move. I could start taking some pawns. I also have this check, which is a huge problem for them. I guess they can't actually block with the bishop because of my two queens. Wow. That's really cool. And they resign. That's a great win for me. Let's have a look at this game. I played with an 83.5, they played with a 75. And I was actually winning this entire game. Even though I made 3 mistakes. I played like an 1800, they played like a 1350. So I played the Alapin defense. D5 was much better than E5 because of this move. But I just play normally here. It's not that big of a problem. Queen over isn't good because it still allows for knight to come in and target me. Then I would actually be protected, which I missed. But I expected them to play B5 and they did. And B5 is just a bad move, which gives a pawn. I had to just go back and keep my light squared bishop, but this is fine. Pushing through is actually good for me. It's a passed pawn, which is always strong. I shouldn't have taken the bishop, but yeah, this move just helps me strengthen my center, so it's not a good move. A4 is good. Trading was wrong. I did have to play rook b6. Just have this strong piece there. Trading's wrong because it gives them activity. Yeah, bishop in is much better than rook in. It's hitting my queen. Yeah, here I can just sacrifice the bishop because they take it, I promote, and there's no way for them to stop me promoting. They have to play g6 and run. And they are completely losing here. I literally have a queen. I play h3 here and just be fine. That's a really nice move. They have to stop my queen from being able to come through, but it's not really a problem. This move is just not good. I'm already protected there. The easiest way was queen c1. I thought they could probably block, so I played queen b2. But they actually go ahead and take a pawn, which just lets me promote. And that's really bad. This queen move did attack the bishop and just cause problems for them. But I just give a check, and this move just gives the piece, which I don't think they saw, because I win the game here. And that's it for today, guys. A great win. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow.